I don't think that you should ever be afraid to learn or to change your opinion, right? And to me, that's not being hypocritical. That's just learning and taking time and realizing that, hey, maybe the decision that you made at the moment was not the right decision for the future, and you can learn from that decision and make better decisions down the road. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Let's dive right in. So today we are talking about the silver purchase that I regret making the most. And it's what you see on the screen here. So what are these? These are 90% modern silver dollars. And let me give a little bit of backstory on the purchase of these, why I made that purchase, and why now I honestly kind of regret purchasing these. So this was, it was a year and a half ago. And for me, I'm someone that premium is king, right? When I'm purchasing silver, for the most part, I'm letting premium dictate to me. And dictate might not be the right word, but showing me what's the right type of silver to purchase. And for the most part, that's been a really good strategy for me because I'm able to add silver at a good price to my stack. And I'm not only that, but I get some really good variety. And so, going into purchasing these, I was like, oh yeah, this could be a really good opportunity. These are 90% silver. It's the opportunity to pick up some unique, coins from the U.S. Mint. And I was like, hey, this just seems like a really good idea. Let's go ahead and do it. So really, I was allowing premium to tell me, hey, this could be a good deal. However, quickly, I should not say quickly. Actually, I made a video even. And again, I think this was about a year and a half ago where I said, hey, this is some of my favorite silver because I was able to pick it up at a premium. And, I think this is a good point to mention. I don't think that you should ever be afraid to learn or to change your opinion, right? And to me, that's not being hypocritical. That's just learning and taking time and realizing that, hey, maybe the decision that you made at the moment was not the right decision for the future, and you can learn from that decision and make better decisions down the road. So again, I was very gung-ho about this, but there's been several things that have happened, in that time since purchasing these that have made me just be like, man, why did I do this? First of all, it's the storage of these. These come all in their own unique capsules. And while that's really nice because it, keeps them in great shape, for the most part, it's really difficult to store these. Now, there might be like some specialty cases and tubes you can buy online to store these, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it. And honestly, a lot of times these just sit in this bag here that I got from Bullion Exchanges. Shout out to them. They weren't actually the place that I picked these up, but I really like the bags that they store their metals in, and so they just go into this bag at the moment. And so it's kind of a hassle. It wastes a lot of space when it comes to how I'm trying to store my precious metals. That's one thing. The second is this is 90% silver, right? This isn't even, your fine silver, your 0.999 fineness, right? It's just 90% silver. Why is that a problem? Well, yes, this came at a good premium at the time, but for the most part, this doesn't have a lot of utility, right? There are some advantages, and actually picked this up not too long ago. These are some brilliant uncirculated 1961 dimes, and I absolutely love these. They're in great shape. I was able to pick them up at spot, and I'm a big fan of these, right? Because it's fractional silver, it's highly recognizable, right? For most people, it's going to be a good deal. With these, could I get a little bit of premium back? Sure, maybe, right? With the right collector or person that's looking into these, but for the most part, these just aren't going to, get me much bang for my buck back in premium. And, again, they're at 90%. And as we know right now, while I do think 90% in the future, it's going to turn around, as of the recording of this video, a lot of 90% is being sold under spot, right? So as I've thought about this purchase over time, I've been like, man, that probably wasn't the right decision. Again, did I have the best of intentions? Yeah, I think so. Wanted to add to my stack, right? Wanted to add some variety to the stack, wanted to get some good premiums, but really this just isn't for me. And again, not to bash any of the events here that you see or any of the things that these coins are commemorating, but this really isn't the part of history that I really enjoy either. So if some of the designs that I was seeing out there, I was like, oh, there's some things about the Constitution or maybe early American history, not so much. So I think, again, the idea was, a good one, getting variety for the stack, getting silver at spot or a low premium, but really I just don't think it lived up to my expectations in the end. So in the comments, I would love to hear what's a silver purchase or a gold purchase that you made. Maybe it's just any precious metals and you were really excited about it at the time, but now you're like, man, I really wish I wouldn't have done that. And what was the lesson that you learned from that too, right? I hope that at the end we all learned from our mistakes and are able to be better, more successful silver stackers and gold stackers because of that. So that's going to do it for the video today, ladies and gentlemen. Would appreciate a like or a subscribe to the channel, or both if you're feeling really generous. It helps me out, but more importantly, it gets the word out about precious metals. And again, in the comments, would love to hear about some silver, gold, precious metal purchases that you made that maybe you had good intentions, but you regret. I would love to hear the story behind it and also, what you learned from that experience. With that, be blessed, be a blessing to others. We'll see you later.